Hi guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Harsha and I make art videos on this channel. In today's video, I'm going to do a simple unboxing and reviewing of this brand new set of artist Camel Soft Pastels, and also I'm going to show you how to create a piece of art. I'm going to show you how to make these beautiful jar of tulips using the same soft pastels. So this video is going to have three parts. The first part is going to be about unboxing, reviewing and swatching. The second part is going to be about the tools and techniques you need in soft pastels. And lastly, and the final part is going to be about how I made this tulip painting. So I'm going to put the timestamps in the description below, and in case you want to skip directly to certain parts, you can go and click on the timestamp and see what you want to see. So before we get into the video, you know the drill guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video so that I can keep making more such videos in the future. So let's get started without further delay. So guys, here I have my brand new set of artist soft pastels from Camel, and I just got rid of this cellophane covering so that you can see the box clearly. So as you can see, it says 20 shades, and on the back of the box they have showed all the colors of the shades that are present inside this box. I got this for a price of 180 rupees, but the MRP here is 190 rupees, so I got a little discount on this, and I'm going to give you the link from where you can get this. Also there is a bigger set of 36 shades, and I think that comes for some 360 rupees. So if you are starting out, I would recommend you to buy a small one first and set your hand at it, and then you could go and buy the bigger one. So let's just open and see what we have inside. So there is a foam covering, and this is done so that they can protect these pastels, because soft pastels are really fragile. As you can see, one of this is already broken, but the colors look really vibrant, and I'm just going to swatch them on this paper. But before I get into the swatching, I want to talk a little about the papers. So here I have this paper, which is from a local brand called Impart, and this must be 160 GSM as much as I can remember. I'm going to give you the link of this paper. It's a really nice paper, and it's got some texture to it that helps you hold the pastel on it. And over here I have another paper that I have made checks on. I'm going to show you the techniques on this paper. This is from Anupam, which is a cartridge paper, and this is a 130 GSM paper. So you'll be able to see the difference in blending in both of these papers. So this paper, which is a local brand, is definitely better than this one. And next I have this paper from Brustro, which is like a paper for beginners. These come in assorted colors, and they have a texture which is like a honeycomb texture. It is textured on both sides, so you can use both sides of the paper. It's 160 GSM and it's as thick as this one, so it's definitely a good buy for a beginner. So let's start with the swatching. So here I have the shade chart ready, and I'm just going to read the shades that are there. And the first one is white, then we have ochre yellow, then we have flesh tint, golden yellow, orange, red, magenta, purple, burnt cyan, Indian red, lemon yellow, light green, emerald green, sky blue, deep blue, Prussian blue, burnt amber, Van Dyke brown and black. So all of these colors look really vibrant, and I am really excited to try something out with it. But before that, I'm just going to show you some of the techniques that you could use with these soft pastels, and also I'm going to talk about the tools that you need for blending and things. So guys, firstly with the tools for blending, here I have some blending stumps, some earbuds and a brush. Alternatively, in big areas you can use your fingers, but I would recommend that you keep a cloth, or maybe you could keep some tissue paper so that you can keep wiping or cleaning your hands while you are blending and you don't end up muddying the colors by mixing them. So let's get into the techniques part of it and see what all techniques are there that you can use. So here I have a chart ready where I am going to show you all the techniques. So the first and the most basic technique is drawing. So you could use this for drawing anything. The sharper edges of this pastel, you could use them for drawing. The blending part over here is that after drawing, I'm going to add two colors inside this and show you how to blend them. So you could use your fingers for the blending, or if the areas are smaller, you could use your blending stumps or a brush. You could also use a brush to blend, and alternatively you could use an earbud. Next you could use a technique called hatching, and hatching is drawing slant lines in one direction. So suppose this is your object, and you could use the sharper parts to fill the entire shape with straight lines. Next thing you could do is cross hatching, where you have to make crosses inside. So draw lines in opposite directions like this. You could also use two separate colors for this. After that we have feathering, and feathering is the opposite of hatching. So basically when you draw a shape, you can use this kind of feathering technique to shade a part of the object or whatever that you are drawing. Then we have stippling. So a stippling is basically drawing something and filling it with dots. It's basically using two different colors to make a texture using dots. So I'm going to use a second color to fill the intermediate parts, which are white. You don't need to necessarily blend, and this is supposed to look like a little rough and textured. It gives a very interesting effect. So this is stippling. Next we have scumbling. So scumbling in soft pastels is very different from your regular wet media scumbling that is seen in acrylic paints and other medias like oil paints. So in this scumbling you have to take at least two colors and make random curvy lines like this. It's similar to stippling, but it still gives a slightly different effect. So you could take two colors and give So this is how you can use two colors to make small tiny irregular patterns that give a very different sort of a texture to the whole object, and this is known as scumbling. So lastly we have a very simple technique, and this is known as powdering. You need a small knife, you could call it a pen knife or a paper cutter, and all you need to do is use this blade and try to dust some of it or powder some of it on the paper. So as you can see, there is a lot of powder that you have powdered it. You could take just any paper. I'm just taking the cellophane sheet for now, but you could take any sheet of paper and press it firmly so that the color sticks there. And on removing, you get this dotted effect which looks very whimsical and it's very beautiful also. So those are all the techniques. Firstly, that's drawing, then you have blending, then you have hatching, then you have cross hatching, feathering, stippling, scumbling, and lastly the powdering technique. So let's move to the last part of this video and make a beautiful art using these soft pastels and using some of these techniques. So that's it guys, this is my complete painting. If you enjoyed this video and found this informative, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video so that I can keep making more videos in future. Until then, bye bye, take care, see you in the next video.